Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just some social shit for everyone, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made this be myself, so hear me. Woo! I mean, like, we can pull that clown shit away. This some real shit for you. I'm spazzing right now, so listen, let's go. Yeah. It's in their bones, the thoughts in harmony for the love of the money. Then fall victim for the cookie, then turn pussy, it's lonely. You said you hold it down when life get rough, we're here now, so show me. We move them losses to them wins. Heavy pounds, we make it ends meet. Converse of only a few who make me feel like I be 10 feet.
What's going on, people, man? We're back in the building. You already know the ties and the vibes already. Big up everybody who has subscribed to GTV FC. Guys, we're on route to 2,000 subscribers. So please make sure, man, that you are one of those who are helping me en route to the 2,000 subscribers. And if you haven't done so already, bruv, hit that subscribe button. It's somewhere in the corner, like over there, like somewhere, or it could be up on that side. You know what? It doesn't even matter. If you're here on the page, if you're here on the channel watching, you'll find it somewhere on here. We're here to talk about England again. Of course, they played their last game against the Republic of Ireland, beating them 2-0 away. Good performance. Lee Carsley, obviously his first game in charge of the team, so they're under kind of a new regime at this current moment in time. He is, of course, just the interim manager, just for the time being. As I said in my match reaction, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of direction they're going to go in. You know, if they don't go with Lee Carsley, I don't know if they see it as if he was to lose like a certain amount of games, do you then go in a different direction? Are they waiting for someone in particular to be available? That would be quite interesting to see. Pep Guardiola, you never know. Of course, I think his contract runs out at the end of this season. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, with the whole Manchester City situation, he could be a manager who's available. Do you know what I mean? So that would be absolutely, imagine that. Imagine the FA. Oh no, to be fair, it's not the same. It's not the same organization, I guess, right? But the Premier League, but they're all linked together, right? The Premier League, like they might sanction obviously Manchester City, right, and do whatever it is they do. But then the FA then turn around and say we want Pep. Like that would be so mad. I don't think he'd even want to work. Like, and I know this is like hypothetical, and I just don't see it happening because I don't think he would be like, yeah, well, I got sanctioned by this country, even though yes, it is the Premier League. It's still, you know what I mean, it's all the same thing, right? To then go and manage their national team, like he'd go manage like Spain just to spite us, do you know what I mean? Or he'd manage Germany just to spite us, kind of thing. So yeah, that would be interesting. But yeah, listen, look, Lee Carsley, like I said, decent first game. He's got a bit of a reputation in terms of the style of play and what he wants to do, you know, for England moving forward. So I'm just intrigued, like I said, to see how this kind of, you know, pans itself out. Now, obviously, England's first game, they kind of went in. It was on here, SofaScore, and this is why I say don't look at these apps too much. But they've got it almost down as like a 4-3-3, but it was more of a 4-2-3-1. Obviously, you can see the back five there: Levi Colwill, Harry Maguire, Mark Gay, Trent Alexander-Arnold, with Pickford in goal. And then the three they've got here is Jack Grealish, Rice, and Mainu. But I feel like Rice and Mainu are more of the double pivot kind of players. And then what you then, well, it was a 4-3-3, so to speak, because at times you had Jack Grealish in that kind of left central midfield space, and then you would have Declan Rice almost occupying that right central midfield, with Kobbie Mainoo almost playing as the DM in this position, because then Trent Alexander-Arnold will then come in to that, you know, double pivot position, and then they would have, you know, two in there in Mainoo and Trent Alexander-Arnold. But then other times it was Declan Rice, Kobbie and Mainoo, with Jack Grealish operating in that kind of number 10 space, you know. But he was obviously playing quite a lot, you know, alongside, you know, Anthony Gordon, Bukayo Saka's there, and obviously Harry Kane. So again, it'll be interesting to see which players he does decide to choose. I do believe that there will be changes for this game. I don't think it's going to be the exact same 11, if I'm being totally honest. This is obviously the 11 that I've gone with for the game. In particular, so I've gone with, of course, Pickford. I've gone with Ezri Konsa at the back there. Just want Trent to get a rest, to be honest. I just want to see something different. Levi Colwill, because England don't have anybody else to play left back. Mark Gay and John Stones. I feel John Stones is going to play this game. I don't know why, but I just feel that he will play this game. Of course, it was Harry Maguire in the last game. Declan Rice, and I've gone with Angel Gomez. Obviously, he came on in the game against the Republic of Ireland, making his debut for the senior side. And I think maybe in a game like this, where you're not necessarily tasked to do a lot. If I'm being honest with you, it is going to be more about what you do on the ball. He's going to be able to get these nice touches. They're playing at home against Finland. I do expect England to have, the lion's share of possession and be in control of the game. So maybe potentially Gomez, this might be a perfect game for him to be able to come into. The three front forward positions in terms of right wing, left wing, and striker, I've kept the same for now, but you could potentially change it. And then I've gone with Eze as the number 10 because I feel if you're not going to play Jack Grealish, then I feel Eze might be the closest one to that, if I'm being totally honest with you. But again, like I said, that can always change. You could even switch up, almost play like a 4-4-2 if you wanted to do that. Maybe get Jared Bowen playing, almost in that kind of just behind the Harry Kane position. Again, you can do a few things with the players that he has got, available. Now, obviously, as I mentioned, Ezri Konsa playing in the game. Yeah, like I said, it's nothing to do with Trent. Trent, man of the match, obviously, in the last game. Just wanted to see something different. I just think that, and I'm more concerned about giving Trent a bit of a rest as well before we get back to Liverpool. That's more the key for me. I couldn't really care less what Ezri Konsa does for Aston Villa, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's just more about resting players and being allowed to rest players. I think when you've got the option to do so, why not take the advantage? I'm playing against Finland. No disrespect to Finland, and I know, of course, before the Euros started, England did lose their game before that started. But I still think, hey, listen, you should be. Yeah, I mean, this shouldn't be a problem for England, but. Listen, we'll wait and see. John Stones instead of Harry Maguire. Yep. I think that would make sense. Harry Maguire. It's difficult because Manchester United have been rubbish at the beginning of this season. I don't think he's been that rubbish, though. I don't think he'd be one of the players I'd look at and say he's been poor. But again, it's just about the rotation. And Lee Carsley did speak something about, rotating, the team and obviously players, going back to their clubs and stuff like that. Maybe he wants to get like a good relationship with the football clubs, so that there isn't this beef, we just seen the other night, what's his name? Martin Odegaard. Obviously, he's just got himself injured. Obviously, he's the talisman there, alongside Erling Haaland, for Norway. So, yeah, man, you want to keep a good relationship with players. If they don't need to play or they don't need to play a certain amount of minutes, then don't. It's really that simple, if I'm being totally honest with you. Angel Gomez, as I said before, I think this would be a good game for him to be able to come into. I think this would be I wouldn't say perfect, but it would definitely be a nice game for him to be able to kind of, get his teeth stuck into, make his full, kind of debut. Don't need to see Mainu. If he picks Mainu, great. I know, obviously, this ain't a friendly, so I get it. People are going to be like, oh, but, you don't want to keep rotating and this, that, and the third. But sometimes I do sit here and think, if you're going to bring as many new players as you have brought, you're going to need to play them. There's no point bringing these guys and you ain't playing them. You get what I'm trying to say? Because then you may as well have just kept a nucleus of a team, knowing that you're not going to play the other guys. So and I don't believe in getting these call-ups just based on, oh yeah, because you deserve. If you deserve it, then you play. Simple. And you've had 2 opportunities to do so. This is another opportunity, and this is probably an easier opportunity for some of these players, to be able to play. And then Eze, I think if you're trying to do someone almost in that same kind of role, I'm not saying that you're going to play it that way, but if you did, I feel like Eze can do that, operating on that left-hand side for Crystal Palace at times, of course, operating in that attacking midfield. But again, he's ventured into that left central midfield kind of area because he likes to drift out wide. I can't see, why that would be such of an issue, in regards to him actually playing, in that position. So for me, I would personally, have someone like Eze in that position. But of course, listen, man, not like I said, it's not going to be too long, to be honest with you. I just wanted to quickly just get kind of my thoughts before the game. Of course, catch me at the end of the game. Maybe, in fact, no, I'll do it tomorrow. We'll do a match reaction, and then I'll post that out tomorrow. Hopefully, of course, England get the victory. Don't really want to see another drab game at Wembley Stadium, if I'm being honest with you. So let's hope that we can get that. And also, most importantly, let's hope that we can see some good football, because I felt like there was some good things, you know, in that game against Republic of Ireland. So maybe again, this is why I feel like you could potentially go with, you know, the lineup that you did go with against the Republic of Ireland. If again, it's all about continuity, then not a problem. You know, again, I don't really have an issue edgeways, if I'm being honest, because it is what it is, isn't it? Like, it shouldn't be too much of an issue in the first place. But if you did want to see some other players, I think now is, you know, this will be a game where I'm not saying you change a lot, but you can change at least 3 players in the starting 11, and it shouldn't change too much as to what you're trying to do, especially if they're quite similar in what you want them to do as well within the team. So yeah, let's wait and see. Let me know your thoughts in regards to the lineup. Let me know what you think the prediction will be. I'm going to go England 3-0. Yeah, I'll go England 3-0 in this game. I think it'll be another good performance potentially from England and Lee Carsley. And yeah, like I said, I just want to see some different players play in this game, and hopefully I'm not going to get bored to sleep. I'll catch you guys, of course, for the match reaction. Stay safe. Peace.